to Mommy's channel. Bye. Because at is going to be at zip out and post.
And you guys have seen my lovely baby girl give the intro today. Welcome back. And then today we will be talking about how to know if our partner is not for us. Oftentimes when we're dating and getting to know someone or in a relationship, there are signs that are there that person is not for us, but somehow, some way they're ignored. And when this happens, we get in relationships, we get in marriages that just damage us and just allow us to just go through situations that could have been prevented. So today I just want to come, and no, I'm not an expert, and just talk about how we could look at the signs, how we should know someone's characteristics, how they act, how they talk, that you know what, no, this person is not for me, and nope, I'm not for that person. When you are trying to date someone or trying to just be in a relationship with someone, you must be very aware. You must pay attention, study that person, their habits, who their friends are, how they talk, how motivated they are about certain things, how they treat their family. And we all heard this saying, oh, if he treats his mom a certain way, that's most likely how he's going to treat you. So you want to pay attention to those. You want to be able to determine if this is just a right now situation, or is this an ongoing situation that's going to last, or is just going to benefit me in positive ways. Some examples would be, if you're a young lady and you know you don't want someone that's gang affiliated or that's a drug dealer or just into petty thefts and all types of crimes and things, you want to study where they hang out, who their friends are, and you want to be able to determine if this person is genuine. Do they have their life in order? Are their priorities straight? And in order to do that, like I said, you got to be aware. Study them, study their behavior, the way they dress, that's a big one. The way someone dressed most of the time will tell you exactly if that's the type of person you want. Like for me, I would not date someone that sags, that wears bandanas out of their pockets if they still do that, that talk a certain way, if they cussing and every other word a cuss word, or they talking to me like, hey ma, I already know. Because nope, you weren't brought up right, and I'm not for your liking and you're not for my liking. So we just have to know that sometimes even someone is beautiful, they're handsome, they got money, they got a nice car, that all that's good and dandy, but it ain't for me. Because eventually if you get in those relationships, you're going to end up regretting it. You're going to end up going through changes and struggles that you don't have to go through. All because you don't know the signs if that person is for you. If your partner or the one you're dating switches up on you after like 3 months, 6 months, that's a sign. Like if they're doing, like just respecting you in the beginning and just honoring you and just asking you for permission, like if they needed to use your car or if they needed to do this and that, and then it stops, that's a sign that, okay, that was just the honeymoon phase and that this person is just about to show them true selves. And so you want to look at that, like, or if they, there's a lot of people, male and female, that are controlling. And oftentimes it's not even noticeable. Like sometimes themselves, they don't even know, like, dang, I'm controlling, but that's in them. And when you are controlled or controlling, it eventually leads to domestic, physical, emotional abuse. And it starts from that control. It starts from that, where you going or who you with. I thought you was going to be with Amber, but you over here with Amy. Or I thought you was going to be with Joseph, but you over here with Jay. And please don't do that again. I don't like that. I need someone to tell me where they are at all times. That right there is a sign like, I need to get out this situation that I am in, because that person is controlling. They have trust issues, and they obviously have self-esteem issues. Or you doing something and he or she grab you, like, hey, don't do that again. And then especially if it's like with a little force, that's a sign. I don't need to be with this person. I need to be by myself. Or I need to just go, you know, rethink my whole situation, and attract different men or different women. And oftentimes when we're in a relationship, or for whatever reason, sometimes we're blinded. We're clouded. We don't really see clearly. And we just end up falling too fast for a person. Or we end up ignoring all the signs that this person is abusive, they're a womanizer, they are HOE, they thieves, they pedophiles, just all certain signs that are there that we don't pay attention to. It's extremely important to pay attention to someone's characteristics, how they talk, how they make their money, how they interact with everyone. If they got a temper, those are signs that eventually, if I continue to talk to this person, whether it's male or female, I'm going to be into something that I just don't want to be in. And a great example is when I was 18, I was talking to someone that I shouldn't have been talking to. But I wasn't as wise as I am now. And all the signs were there. I just was too young and naive to even see that, you know what, I should not be with this person. That time when he grabbed me and said something like, hey, or just got mad because I didn't want to do whatever they were trying to tell me to do, that was a sign like, nope, I need to get my butt, get my bags, and go and never talk to this person again. Or like times when someone's constantly asking for money. Hey, Deystany, you got $40 I can borrow? Or, I'll pay it back. And then they don't pay it back. Or even if they do pay it back and it's a constant habit, that means they do not know how to control their finances. They are not stable. They are not responsible. And you do not need to be with that person. Unless you're that type of female or male that just don't mind and just like being a fool. I know there's a song that's I don't know, I forgot who sang it. Everybody plays the fool, but you don't constantly keep having to play the fool. If you have to play that fool one time to learn and grow from there, do it that one time, learn and grow, and never turn back. But oftentimes we see, especially in the Black community, we're putting up with stuff that we know we shouldn't. We know that partner isn't for us. We know we're not equally yoked. We know we're not like-minded. We know we're not compatible. We know all this stuff, but yet and still we are getting into these relationships for whatever reason, just to say, oh, I got a boo. Oh, this is my man. Oh, I got a king. I got a queen. I'm doing this because those terms are used too loosely for me. And we just forget ourselves. We forget those morals and values that we were probably taught, or even if we weren't taught, that we should know to look out for. You want to look at those signs. Does this person care too much about them, like their looks? Because that's a problem for me if they just too caught up in them looks. That means you probably missing something up here too. You just worried about your outer, that your inner is not correct. Or is this person so caught up in what they got on, or the latest this, the latest that? Or is this person caught up in somebody else's drama? That means they like to gossip, and you don't want to be and partake in that. You don't want to partake in that. Or just different signs. There's a lot of signs out there that even us as grown-ups and even as teenagers that we just don't notice for whatever reason. And this video today is just to allow one another, just bring awareness that, there are some signs, even if we are married. If those signs are there, get out that marriage. I understand you want to keep your commitment. You want to honor your vow to God. But sometimes God didn't give you that sign to marry that person or be with that person. That was you. That was destiny just wanted to be with that person. No, I didn't get not one sign from God, the creator, or nothing that this is my person I'm supposed to be with. We have to sometimes just be patient. When we want something, and we want a partner that is for us and equally yoked in everything that we've been longing for and we're prepared for, we're going to be patient. And we're going to have the ear to listen and the eyes to see the signs that are there to whether, yes, oh my goodness, this is the person for me. This is the woman for me. This is the man for me. Or you know what? Nope. They didn't just said or did something for me that I can't even deal with. And it's also important too to ask questions, because when you ask questions, you can find out a lot about a person, where their mindset is, how they think, how much zeal they have, like what they're about, if they're a go-getter, if they're not. It's good to ask questions. It's good to do your research. Research to see if they on pedophile lists. Research to see if they got any any felonies or misdemeanors. Research those things. Ask those questions if you can meet the family. How would you consider so-and-so to be? If this person constantly late on bills, late on paying their rent, don't know how to stick to one plan, just here and there, here and there, here and there, those are all signs of, I gotta go. This is not for me. They need to grow. Or even if this person is one that, male or female, that constantly take the blame or blame someone else. Man, I'm late. I'm sorry I'm late, but my sister was taking a long time in the shower, or had the car, or I had to go get my hair cut, just whatever it is, because that shows that that person is not responsible and they don't know how to keep their word. And if you get in those relationships with different partners that just don't know how to keep their word or that are not responsible, it will cause you so much pain. It will end up costing you everything more than that person, because that obviously that person is going to be gaining. They're going to be gaining. And you want to be aware of who you allow in your space. You want to be aware of them low down, dirty men and women that just don't want nothing. They just want to use your body. They just want to get their need and fix met. You want to be aware of that. You want to be able to determine, is this person worth me giving myself, my time, my energy to, my spirit, my vulnerable spirit around? Is that person worth that? Is this person even worth me taking home to my parents? Worth meeting my children? Worth me even just risking? It's a risk. Every time you interact with someone, it's a risk. There are too many relationships where you see the child end up getting killed, the mother end up getting killed, the husband, the whole family, just things like that. And it's because we're not taking our time. It is critical, just as much as being a parent is critical, so is finding a mate and getting to know someone. Is very critical, because that can either break or make someone. That can tear someone down or build them up. And so you want to be very mindful. It's not a joke. Oftentimes we feel like just because this person is so beautiful, oh my goodness, his body is amazing, her body is amazing, she got this, she got that, you know, she know how to please me, that we forget to check their inner. Oftentimes the outside may be perfect, but what about that inner? What childhood traumas or childhood issues are preventing that person to grow? That way, that may come out and affect your relationship, may affect your life. If you're dating someone that was around domestic violence, most of the time it doesn't mean that they're going to do it, but there's a chance that if they're not mature enough to have a hold of that and want to be different from that, that they may put that onto you. Oftentimes we are, the type of person we are in a relationship is what we are, what we were brought up around. If we were brought up around a loving, caring home, mother knew how to speak to Papa, Papa knew how to speak to mother, Grandpa knew how to treat Grandma, all that, and Grandma knew how to, be submissive enough and just watch her mouth around a man and vice versa, then most of the times, you done lucked up. Good job, girl. Good job, boy. Then you done lucked up. Then go on and risk it and see where it takes you. But if you ain't got someone, they disrespecting their parent, calling them B's, and just the way you tone of voice, all that, those are signs you need to let it go. It is not worth you risking your livelihood, risking your life. So many times, people, even family members that I know that have been in relationships to where it's just damaged their lives. They lost their lives due to domestic violence, or they lost their children due to domestic violence, or just choosing a man over their children. I know people that have experienced things like that. I have experienced things like that to where I almost could have got my children taken because I was 18 and not knowing what's what and what's wrong, what's right and what's wrong. And I could have got my children taken because I'm dealing with someone I shouldn't have been. First of all, I shouldn't have 18. I'm already a single parent, teen parent. I shouldn't have been involved with no one. I should have been taking the time out to better myself as a person and as a mother. And I want everyone, all my family, all my friends, the Black community, to take time to heal before you get in these relationships. Oftentimes people jump up, that didn't work, let's go to another one. That didn't work, let's go to another one. And all along, you're not taking the time out to see where you can be healed and fixed. Where can you better improve? How can you better improve your communication skills, your trust skills? Because sometimes we could be great, but we just don't trust because we've been hurt in the past. But we have to learn to heal from that. Or if we're single mothers and we have daughters, we want to monitor how these men behave around our daughters. Because that's the last thing we need, is for this man to be touching up on our daughters, sleeping with our daughters. Too many times we hear that the stepfather or the mom's boyfriend was molesting our children, our babies, up under our nose. And we didn't know. You know why did we know? Because we didn't take the time out to study the bond, the relationship, how they interact, to study that man, to study that woman. Because there's some women out there that's doing the same thing, sleeping with younger men, younger kids, sleeping with our family members, that we just have to pay attention. I think like sometimes it ain't like the old days when you knew like, oh my goodness, this person's for me. We're going to be married till death do us part. It's not like that no more. So now sometimes we got to pay attention. When auntie and grandma and neighbors and our elders tell us something, let's listen, young people. Because they got that wisdom. They got that spirit. That's something about them that they able to know, like, no, don't even go down that road. Or no, don't even go. She a gold digger. Or he a gold digger. Or he about to be using you and sleeping with everybody else. We want to be mindful of that. Because especially if we're those people, men and women that have children, our children are watching us. And most of the times they may end up picking the same type of men or women that we did. And then we're repeating the cycle. And this is one of the reasons why the Black community as a whole cannot grow and progress, because we stuck and we're not taking the time to heal, to be patient, to pay attention to signs. We have to value ourselves first in order for someone else to value us. And if we can't even value ourselves, we should not be in a relationship. We should be worrying about fixing ourselves, how we can better ourselves. So that way when the time comes, when the Creator blesses us with someone, we'll be prepared. We'll know the signs. We know how to act ourselves. That we won't ruin our blessings. That we'll just be fully prepared for what is to come. That we respect one another. If you're in a relationship, allow that person to respectfully express how they feel. As long as they ain't putting their hands on you, yelling at you too loud, cussing you out, threatening you, it's okay. Sometimes the truth hurts. Our feelings may get hurt. But it's about communication and being honest. And a lot of time I notice that men don't be honest with women because we'll ask questions, get our answers, and then become upset. Or just be mad, like, dang, no, he didn't say that. Well, I'm about to do this and I'm about to do that. We can't do that. If we want an honest relationship, we have to be prepared and strong enough to accept whatever is going to come. If you know your daddy wasn't there and you really don't know what to look for in a man, ask someone that's older. If you got uncles, older brothers that can help you, ask for that advice. There's nothing wrong with asking, what are some good characteristics of a good man? What are some good characteristics of a good woman? We need to know. We are a Black community. We weren't taught a lot of things. And it's okay to admit, like, I don't really know how to pick a man. I don't really know how to pick a woman. But I'm telling you guys today, and yes, I am young, but I'm at a good age to where I know and I've experienced some things, but I'm also growing spiritually. And so I'm gaining that wisdom. I'm gaining that patience. I'm gaining that ability to listen and see, to like, no, that ain't what I want. He always hanging out on the streets. He always hanging with his homeboys. She always with her homeboys at the club, and she got kids, and she ain't, no matter how good they can cook, treat you, satisfy you, that's not what you want. That's not. Because clearly they still need growing to do. Clearly they need their priorities in, straight together. And it's just critical for us to take the time and stop. Because lots of times people don't want to be in relationships. That's why we got so much cheating going on, whether you're dating or in a relationship or married, because we're not ready to settle down. And if you're not ready, that's fine. But protect yourself and don't go putting the other person's life in danger. Too many times people get killed because they didn't got screwed over. And they kill that person. And was it worth it? Was it worth you spending your life in jail? Was it worth that person's life? You want to ask yourself this. And to end this video, you always want to pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to the spirit. Sometimes your gut will tell you. And you need to listen to your gut, listen to your mind, because that could be the creator telling you no. You bark up that tree, and it's going to take you places you don't even want to go. It's going to have you so lost. You're going to lose yourself. And at times we may think, oh, this person is for us, without a shadow of a doubt. And for whatever reason, we just can't keep getting in that relationship with that person. And that's probably for our own good. For our own good. Like I said, pay attention to the signs. Pay attention to how they treat you. If they're respectful, know their history. Know where they come from. Talk to their parents, because a lot of times, just from talking to their parents, you can know what type of person or upbringing they had. And it's not true for everyone. Some people have horrible upbringings, but they're excellent people, excellent partners. But you just want to be for sure that you are prepared, that you pick the right person. And we have to ask ourselves too, like, I wonder why our parents used to have arranged marriage. Because they knew. And I personally think that should come back, because obviously we don't know how to pick. Obviously, we don't know what signs to look for, what characteristics. We want the bad man, the thug, the hoodlum. We want the bad girl with the nice body and all this. But we're ignoring the natural, beautiful one. We're ignoring the intelligent guy, the one that's trying to do right, that's trying to better his life. I hope this video was a help. I went off the top of my head, didn't really have notes. I just wanted to speak from the heart. And if you're in a relationship and you know that person is not for you, get out. There are shelters that'll help you if you're in a domestic relationship. Ask your family members for help. Or just save what you can and then get out. Because you don't want to lose yourself. You don't want to be the next victim of domestic violence. You don't want to lose your children because you didn't put yourself in situations. You don't want to be going to jail because you're involved with someone that's a drug dealer and you didn't even know. And now you're accused and now you're a part of, you just want to be mindful. You want to absolutely know that person. Get to know that person. Date that person 2, 3, 6 months, even a year before you commit. And if that person is really for you and they admire you and they respect you, they're going to hold on. They're going to wait. They're going to trust your judgment. They're going to hold on. They're going to wait and they're going to trust your judgment. They're going to be everything that you need. Start preparing yourself. Pray to whoever you pray to. Say, Creator or God, Jesus, help me. Help me. Prepare me for what I've been asking for. Prepare me to be more patient, kind, loving, responsible. All those characteristics that you want to be so that your partner is able to see that in you, to respect and honor and admire you. We ask for stuff, but we don't ask to prepare. We don't ask the Creator to prepare us for that, to install those characteristics in us. So it's important for that. And women and men, just because you're beautiful, you got money, you got a job, nice body, doesn't mean that you are prepared to be in a relationship, to be in a marriage. Get to know yourself first. Then go and chase that. And be honest and be loyal. Be responsible. Protect yourself, protect your space. Know who you are first before you want to embark into relationships. We're going to get into Song of the Day. Thank you guys for coming back to my channel. And thank you for the feedback, the likes, the comments, the subscribes, whatever you've been doing, sharing my videos. I truly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And have a good day. Think about what I was telling you. Be wise. Use your brain. We know half the time these people are not for us. Be blessed.